Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So here we are, guys, at our second session, Chaupai Sahib. So in the screen in front of you, there are some translations that are written from different perspectives and different understandings. So these are translations of Hamri karo haath da racha, puran hoye chit ki ichha, tab charanan man rahe hamara pana jaan karo pratipara. हमरे दुष्ट सबे तो मुकावहो आप हाथ दे मोहे बचावहो सुखी बसै मोरो परिवारा सेवक सिखया सबे करतारा. So these are different translations that we have from different perspectives. So here's one perspective. I just wanted to share some of these with you before we move on. And some of you might be wondering, well, what do I write in that section at the bottom? What do these mean to me? Well, here are some examples. So, dear Waheguru Ji, please protect me with your grace. Let my mind always stay at your feet and always sing your kirtan. Please always think of me as yours. At work, I'm having a difficult time with a coworker. Although she is not my enemy, please give me the power to stay away from my real enemy, which is anger, which is krodha. Please give me the power to talk to her about some of these behaviors that bother me. May all my family and friends, Sikh friends, stay in Chardi Kala. So that's one lens. So as we were writing these translations at Akhariyat last week, some of this is what came out of there. So here's another perspective from one of I really like this. This is from a younger perspective, a younger mind. Beautiful thought process. Dear Guru Sahib Ji, please protect me from eating not so good tasting foods. So I think this was like a mother and a child pretty much had a conversation, and it's like this came out of it. My mom says they are good for me, these vegetables, so I have to eat them. Maybe she can blend them and put them on pasta and a sauce. Thank you, Guru Sahib Ji. I'll talk to my mom about putting them in a sauce. Please let me go to the Gurdwara and see you. Please think of me as your child, like my mom and dad. So the whole section of Hamre dosta sabet makav, destroy all my enemies. So here we have, I don't have any enemies, but my mom says my enemy is too much cartoons. I'm watching too many cartoons. You are my family, Vaheguru. So is my brother, my mom, my dad, Chevy, my dog. Please let them stay comfortable, and you too, Guru Sahib Ji. So that was a beautiful perspective. Here's a different perspective. Dear Guru Granth Sahib Ji, please bless me that all my desires get erased. So Puran hoy hamari asa. Meri aasi puri ho jave that I have the only desire for my mind, thodi Gurbani ch rave. That's the only desire that remain. Please do this for me. And my body does your seva. Raise me in such a way. Aisi parata palana karo. Please destroy my enemies of lust, anger, attachment, hatred, slander, all that mindset that takes me away from you. May each and every living particle in this world and beyond, each particle within my body stay at ease in your love. So, Sevak Sikhya Hamare Sabbe Sare Maraji Tardo Sabbe Kartara Sukhi Basa Moro Parivara. So this perspective is taking the parivar as in each and every particle, each and every living being is my family. So that's a different thought process. So in Gurumukhi years, hey Guru Granth Sahib Ji dasandas utte aisa kirpa rupi hath rakho कि जो भी चित्त दी इच्छावां हन वो पूरियां हो जाण भाव मिट जाण केवल एक आप जी दी इच्छा रह जावे ऐसी दास अंदास दी पालना करो जी. So these are just some of the translations that we wanted to share with you. And if you guys want to share any other translations, feel free to message the Sevadars, and we'll start putting them up. So here is what we were working on. So last week we finished up to here. Amre doshta sabay tomaka vaho apaha thade mohe bachavaho. Sukhi basay moro parivara sevak sekhya sabay kartara. So let's start off here. More acha nejo kar da karya sab bairan qaw aaj sangarya पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा. So let's start writing. If you guys could get your copies out, I'll start typing on screen, and if you guys could start writing on your end in Gurmukhi or English or whatever languages you have. I know we have Sangat joining us from Brazil as well, I think, and other parts. We have Sangha that speak different languages as well that we're working with. But for English and Gurmukhi, so let's work on that piece right now. Mo. Mo is meri. Meri. And once again, instead of saying meri, just in a more humble way, I would say das and das. So referring to myself as a servant and servants, dasti. Racha would be racha. So my protection. In English, I'd say protection. So in Gurmukhi, nej apna aap jaan ke. So nej is like in English, that's right, your nej. Hey Maharaj, menu apna jano. Like think of me as your own. So nej apna aap. Nej could be jeda koi khas hove, koi vishesh, someone that's really close. Menu apna hi jano. Nejo kar once again means hath, and I think we did this last week too. Hand. De ke. Give. Karya means karna karo. Maharaj tusi karo. So karo means to do. So more acha nejo kar da karya. We'll come back to the translation piece. So my racha nejo as your own. Kar means hand. Da means to give. Karya is to do. Sab means sare. All. Varian means very. Kau means no. Aaj means aj. Sangarya means to marna, maar dena. We'll come back to what that, we'll expand on that a little bit. Sab means all. Varian means enemies. Kau just wrote as two. Ona nu. Ona tai. Ona nu. So two. Aaj means today. Sangarya means to kill, right? So sab baran kau aaj ਸੰਘਰਿਆ। ਸੋ ਸਾਰੇ ਵੈਰੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਮਾਰ ਦਿਓ। ਸੋ ਮੋਰ ਅੱਛਾ ਨਿਜ ਕਰ ਦੈ ਕਰਿਆ। So in that section on the right hand side, you guys could write. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to write this. More अच्छा अपना आप जान के मेरी रक्षा करो. So give me your hand. अपने हाथ द्वारा give me your hand and protect me. मोर अच्छा मेरी रक्षा निज कर दै करिया। अपना हाथ दे के मेरी रक्षा करो. Protect me by giving me your hand. So you could write that in Gurmukhi if you're doing this in Gurmukhi. You could write in English if you're doing it in English. ਸਭ ਬੈਰਨ ਕੋ ਆਜ ਸੰਘਰਿਆ। ਇਹ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੈਰੀ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਹੁਣੀ ਮੁਕਾ ਦਿਓ. Destroy all my enemies. And we talked about enemies last week as well. You know, we didn't go into details that, you know, I remember I thought I said I didn't want to influence your guys' translation afterwards, you know, see what you guys write. But as you guys seen, we shared some of the translations, so I'll expand on that a bit. You know, by Kabir Sahib Ji, he says stuff like, he goes, Kabir soi mariya, jeto muhe sukho hoye. ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮਾਰੋ, kill that, ਜਿਤੋਂ ਮੂੰਹ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਰ ਜਾਵੇ, ਸੁੱਖ ਹੋਏ ਸੁੱਖ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ, ਭਲੋ ਭਲੋ ਸਭ ਕੋ ਕਹੇ, ਸਾਰਾ ਭਲਾ ਭਲਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਕਹਿਣ, ਬੁਰੋ ਨਾ ਕਹੇ ਕੋਈ ਬੁਰਾ ਨਾ ਕਹੇ. So he's talking about the ਮਨ. ਉੱਥੇ ਮਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ, ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਰਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ. Now how do we destroy the ਮਨ? Well, we have to take out certain things from us, like our senses when they run out. You know, we talk about kaam, talk about krodh, we talk about lobh and moh and hankar and irkha and chugli and nindya and all these avguns we talk about. Anything that pretty much takes our senses externally, these are our enemies. You know, Guru Sahib Ji talks about, you know, Saravani, Sunana, Gurnaam, Netri, Satguru, Pekhana. In Rara Sahib, we talk about all these things. So putting these indre into Bani, and once we put them with Shabd, we start focusing, we start zoning off, we start killing these enemies off. These are some of the ways these enemies get destroyed. So Sab Bairan ko aaj sanghariya, hey Maharaj, please destroy all my enemies. Sare vairiyan nu Maharaj aj muka diyo. I'll give you guys a minute or so to write that. All right, so let's move on, guys. Puri. So Puri, Puran hoye hamari asa. Puran would be Puri ho jave. So to be fulfilled, to be completed. पूरी होए हो जवे हमारी मेरी दास दी आसा is आस कामना इच्छा desire so पूरी पूरी we would write as fulfilled completed हो जवे do happen हो जवे make that happen what हमारी my what are we talking about? We're talking about asa. We're talking about desire. So may my desire be fulfilled, may my desire be completed. So then we'll go on to Tore Bhajan. Tor means aap ji di, right? Aap ji da. Yours. I'll read in English as well at the same time. Your bhajan. Now what's bhajan? Bhajan is like, we can say like puja karni, we can say naam japana, bhajan karna. In English, and we can also say recitation of naam. We could also say seva. We could also say, Simran, Bani Parni, bhajan karna. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਚੇਤੇ ਕਰਨਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਅਭਿਆਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਸੋ ਭਜਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਤੋਰੇ ਭਜਨ ਕੀ ਭਜਨ ਦੀ so recitation of so ki we're going to write as of raha means to stay to remain rahe की रवे प्यास रवे महाराज thirst so may I always have this thirst to jap your naam to do your bandagi to do your seva to keep myself focused on you for those of you that want to know it's not important I'll just say this but in our literature, in our Gyani style literature, there are 3 types of thirst. One is thirst of the tongue. One is a thirst of desire. And the last thirst is the thirst of meeting the Creator. So, Puran hoye hamari yasa. Hey Maharaj, meri aas puri ho jave. So maybe write that in the translation section on the right-hand side. Meri aas puri ho jave. May my desire be fulfilled. I'll give you guys a minute to do that. All right, let's move on. Tore bhajan ki rahe piyasa. हे महाराज ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਭਜਨ ਦੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਬੰਦਗੀ ਦੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਣ ਦੀ ਪਿਆਸ ਰਵੇ so feel free to write whatever you think fits with what you do महाराज ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬਾਣੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਨ ਦੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਣ ਦੀ ਪਿਆਸ ਰਵੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਭਜਨ ਦੀ ਪਿਆਸ ਰਵੇ may I always be thirsty for reciting your bani reciting your naam May that thirst remain always. Jesu jan ko prab darsa pyasa nanak ta keh male male jasa. All right, can we move on, guys? तुम्हें छाड़े कोई अवर ना ते आऊं, जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं, सेवक सिख हमारे तारिय, चोने चोने सतर हमारे मारिय। सो तुम्हें छाड़े, तुम्हें आप जी, तुहानू, you. So you're talking to the creator, you're talking to Vaheguru ji. आप जी, छाड़े छड़ के, कोई, we'll leave this as koi in Gurmukhi, avar, ਹੋਰ, na, nahi, त्याऊं, त्यावा. So तुम है, you, shard, to let go, छड़ के. कोई, anyone, our else, or other, our other. Na means no. Teao means to concentrate. Okay, we could say think of as well. So tumhe chhade koi avar na teao. So letting go of you, may I think of no one else, may I concentrate on no one else. We'll come back to that. Jo bar chaho, so tum te paun. We go to the Gurmukhi side. So jo, jeda, or jede. If you ask for multiple things, it would be jede. Jeda would be one. Bar is var. In English, you would say boon. Chaho. Chaho. Oho. So, aap ji. Tum would be aap ji. Ton. Te would be ton. Paun would be paun. So, jo, that which, this is how I wrote it, and jo, that which, bar, boon, chaho, that I want, that I desire. So, that, oho, that, tum, you, te, from, paun would be obtain. Obtain, get. So that bar that I want, may I get it from you. So, tumhe chhade koi avar na teaun. So, mara thwad to bina main kise hor da dhyan na taran. Thwade to bina main hor kise nu na dhyawan. So for Gurmukhi, if we can write that in the guys that, individuals that are writing Gurmukhi, can write that in that section on the right-hand side. And for English, tumhe chhade koi avar na theaun. Without you, may I concentrate on no other. May I only concentrate on you. महाराज जो भी बार मैं चाहवा वो मैं थोड़ो ही पावा. So whatever boon, whatever I desire, may I only obtain it from you. I don't want it from anyone else. If I want anything, I want it from you. You give it to me, that's good. I don't want it from anyone else. May I only obtain whatever boon I want, may I only obtain it from you. जो वर चाहूं सो तुम दे पाऊं. So if you guys could write that in that section. And once again, this can be taken in multiple ways, right? Without me influencing you. Let's see what you guys come up with. Give another few seconds. So सेवक सेवक सिखया हमारे तारिये. So सेवक would be सेवक, सेवा करने वाले सेवक. Sikh would be all you guys listening. Sikhs. हमारे would be मेरे, दास दे, दासन दास दे. तार यह है, तार लवो, तार ना करो, to swim across. So in English we would say the sevaks, the servants, seva karne wale. So servants, Sikhs, Sikh ya Sikh sare jehde a hamare, my. Tariya means to swim. So when Guru Sahib talks about swimming like this, he's saying it in the context of swimming across this world ocean. It's like swimming across this whole Mayatari ocean that's filled with this boiling rage and a lot of stuff that's happening within this dunya. Guru Sahib is saying in that sense, how you swim across and you swim to shore. Maharaji, all my sevaks and Sikh, unanu tar lavo. So make them swim across, save them, kind of thing. So chona chona. So chona would be chone chone satar hamare mariya hai. So chona ke satar is once again, dushman, enemy. Hamare would be mere. Mariyahe would be maar devo. So chun, to pick, to select. So pick, to select each enemy. Chun ke satar. So my enemy, all these enemies. Hamare would be my. Mariyahe would be kill. So sevak sekhya hamare tarya hai. Sansar samundar to Maharaj ji tar devo, right? So Maharaj ਜਿਹਨੇ ਵੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਸੇਵਕ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੇਵਕ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਤਾਰ ਦੇਵੋ ਦਾਸ ਦੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਸੇਵਕ so Guru Gobind Singh Ji is doing ਬੇਨਤੀ to Akal Purkh and saying Maharaj please, he's talking about us and saying please save these individuals, please save these Sikhs, these sevaks. So ਸੇਵਕ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਮੇਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੇਵਕ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਰ ਲਵੋ ਬਚਾ ਲਵੋ make them swim across this world ocean, save my Sikhs Maharaj, make them swim across this world ocean. So you can write that in Gurmukhi or English on the right hand side there. ਚੋਨੇ ਚੋਨੇ ਸਤਰ ਹਮਾਰੇ ਮਾਰੀਏ ਹੈ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚੁਣ ਚੁਣ ਕੇ ਮਾਰਿਓ so select them and kill them. So select my enemies and destroy them. Pick my, you know, you pick out enemies and then you destroy them. So you know what, like Maharaji right now, maybe, okay, maybe right now anger is inside one of us and we want to write from that perspective and we're saying Maharaj please destroy this enemy within me. Maybe we're going through something in life where that might be an issue. Maybe we're going through some other sort of pain, and we want to talk about that, and we want to talk to Vaheguruji about that. So Guru Gobind Singh Ji is speaking to Vaheguru and teaching us this is how you communicate with Vaheguru. You could ask Vaheguruji for all these things. So I mean, have a direct conversation with them and ask them for whatever you need and whatever you want. So on that column, if you guys could write that, chun chun satar hamare mari hai, pick up my enemies and kill them. Maharaj chun chun ke jehde mere vairi ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਰ ਦਿਓ. And if we look historically, we can also say, I mean, Guru Gobind Singh Ji fought multiple battles. We can also maybe utilize this at that time when, you know, they're coming and they're chadke aunde sige, and Guru Sahib Ji went into battle and, you know, they had to destroy a lot of individuals, a lot of armies, for a matter of fact. And so we can see how this can be utilized in that context as well. I'm just pasting this here, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna sing this. Yes, you guys have to hear me sing one more time today. Amrit Kaur, you around?
I think you should just sing today.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna sing, and once again, like we did last week, we're gonna use this to focus on different points at different times. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna concentrate on the translation. So when you guys sing, I want you guys to, if you're gonna close your eyes, if you're gonna read along and follow along, if you're gonna sing internally or if you're gonna sing out loud, think of the translations. Think of what you want to write. Think of what this means to you. Speak to Vaiguruji, speak to the Creator, and have this conversation. And think about what you're going to write afterwards. So Amrit Kaur, if you could repeat after me, I'll say 2 lines and you say 2 lines. मोर अच्छा निज कर दै करिया सब बैरन को आज संगरिया
मोर अच्छा निज कर दै करिया सब बैरन को आज संगरिया
पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा
पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा
तुम्हें छाड़ कोई और न ते आऊं जो वर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं
तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अवर न त्याऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं
सेवक सिख हमारे तारिय है चुन चुन सतर हमारे मारिय है
सेवक सिख हमारे तारिय है चोने चोने सतर हमारे मारिय है
मोर अच्छा निज कर दै कर जै सब बैरन को आज संगरिया
मोर अच्छा ने जो कर दै करया सब बैरन को आज संघरया
पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा
पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोर भजन की रह प्यासा
तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अवर न ते आऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं
तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अवर न त्याऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं
सेवक सिख हमारे तारिय है चुन चुन सतर हमारे मारिय है
सेवक सिख हमारे तारिय है चोने चोने सतर हमारे मारिय है
मोर अच्छा निज कर दै कर सब बैरन को आज संगरिया
मोर अच्छा ने जो कर दै करया सब बैरन को आज संघरया
पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा
पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा
तुम्हें छाड़ कोई और न ते आऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं
तुम्हें छाड़े कोई अवर न त्याऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं
सेवक सिख हमारे तारिय है चुन चुन सतर हमारे मारिय है
सेवक सिख हमारे तारिय है चोने चोने सतर हमारे मारिय है
मोर अच्छा निज कर दै कर सब बैरन को आज संगरिया
मोर अच्छा ने जो कर दै करया सब बैरन को आज संघरया
पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा
पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा
तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अवर न ते आऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं
तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अवर न त्याऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं
सेवक सिख हमारे तारिय है चुन चुन सतर हमारे मारिय है
सेवक सिख हमारे तारिय है चोने चोने सतर हमारे मारिय है
मोर अच्छा निज कर दै करिया सब बैरन को आज संघरिया
मोर अच्छा ने जो करदा करया सब बैरन को आज संघारया
पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोर भजन की रह प्यासा
पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोरे भजन की रहा प्यासा
तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अवर न त्याऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं
तुम है छाड़ कोई अवर न त्याऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं
सेवक सिख हमारे तारियह चुन चुन सतर हमारे मारियह
सेवक सिख हमारे तारिय है चोने चोने सतर हमारे मारिय है
और अच्छा निज कर दै करिया सब बैरन को आज संघरिया
मोर अच्छा ने जो करदा करया सब बैरन को आज संघरया
पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा
पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा
तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अवर न त्याऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं
तुम है छाड़ कोई अवर न त्याऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं
सेवक सिख हमारे तारियह चुन चुन सतर हमारे मारियह
सेवक सिख हमारे तारिय है चोने चोने सत्तर हमारे मारिय है
मोर अच्छा निज कर दै करिया सब बैरन को आज संघरिया
मोर अच्छा ने जो करदा करया सब बैरन को आज संघरया
पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोर भजन की रह प्यासा
पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा
तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अवर न त्याऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं
तुम है छाड़ कोई अवर न त्याऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं
सेवक सिख हमारे तारियह चुन चुन सतर हमारे मारियह
सेवक सिख हमारे तारिय है चोने चोने सत्तर हमारे मारिय है
So now what I want you guys to do is we're going to read this again for another 6 minutes. We're going to sing it. But this time, I want you guys to forget the translation. Don't bring thought into your minds. I want you guys to focus on the ton of your own voice. Like when you sing, if you're singing internally or if you're singing externally, I want you guys to listen to your own voice. And if the mind runs into a thought, bring it back with love. Bring it back with love and say, come back and get back into it. So that's all we're doing for another 6 minutes. We're focusing on our own voice. Some of us might surprise ourselves. Oh, this is how I sound. I didn't know that. So listen to your own voice. मोर अच्छा निज कर दै करिया सब बैरन को आज संघरिया पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोर भजन की रह प्यासा तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अवर न त्याऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं सेवक सिख हमारे तारियह चुन चुन सतर हमारे मारियह मोर अच्छा निज कर दै करिया सब बैरन को आज संघरिया पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोर भजन की रह प्यासा तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अवर न त्याऊं जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं सेवक सिख हमारे तारियह, चुन चुन सतर हमारे मारियह। मोर अच्छा निज कर दै करिया, सब बैरन को आज संघरिया। पूरन होए हमारी आशा, तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा। तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अब न त्याऊं, जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं। सेवक सिख हमारे तारियह, चुन चुन सतर हमारे मारियह। मोर अच्छा निज कर दै करिया, सब बैरन को आज संघरिया। पूरन होए हमारी आशा, तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा। तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अब न त्याऊं, जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं। सेवक सिख हमारे तारियह, चुन चुन सतर हमारे मारियह। मोर अच्छा निज कर दै करिया, सब बैरन को आज संघरिया। पूरन होए हमारी आशा, तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा। तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अब न त्याऊं, जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं। सेवक सिख हमारे तारियह, चुन चुन सतर हमारे मारियह। मोर अच्छा निज कर दै करिया, सब बैरन को आज संघरिया। पूरन होए हमारी आशा, तोरे भजन की रह प्यासा। तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अब न त्याऊं, जो बर चाहो सो तुम ते पाऊं। सेवक सिख हमारे तारियह, चुन चुन सतर हमारे मारियह। All right, guys. So we have about 8 minutes left. I'd like for us to focus on our writing, on our translations now of what this means to us. Before we go, I'd like to acknowledge all the individuals that come on here and attend these sessions. It's not an easy thing to do always. You guys are doing it. I'd like to acknowledge all the groups, all the jathas that have decided to join this together and are doing this in Sangat Roop. And I'd like to acknowledge all the families that are doing this together, sitting in your, like Gurdas ji talks about, you guys are doing it. This is beautiful. You guys are discussing these translations as a family, as individuals, as groups, and writing what this means to you individually. So I really appreciate that. I'd love to read some of that stuff. So if you guys can now go ahead and start writing. We'll be here for some time. Yeah.
VG, after like 10 minutes, some Sangat requested that those who weren't here, if we can put up the arts from first class.
Sure. These are some of the arts from the first session.
VG, so I think for the art they meant the chart, like jada chart kita si na?
Pardon?
The chart that we wrote, the how you typed up the arts,
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
like the arts that we typed up.
Uh-huh.
I think Sangat was asking for the chart. Remember you showed that chart for the last two party?
Oh, the ones that we did today?
No, last week, because some
Okay.
Sangat missed first class.
All right. Talking about this, right?
Hanji.
Until next week, guys. If you guys would like to share anything, that would be beautiful. Send it to some of the Sevadars who have opportunity to read some of your stuff. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki